Pioneers! Today I'm here to read you The Night the World Turned Royal Blue. In a land full of pinstripes and mean birds of red, monsters of green and tigers to dread, stood one band of misfits long since forgotten, who year upon year simply had been rotten. The joy of the once rose from the fountains of decay had for 29 years slowly faded away. The legends of Hauser, King George, and Beware were now distant whispers from long, long ago. All of these changed one cool autumn night, when the lights of the land just a moment shone bright. On Hosmer and Kane and all of their crew, 'twas the night that the world turned deep royal blue. Bean's boys from the west had bagged up their ace in hopes of securing their postseason place by dusting our boys in blue of their side, but Big Game James had a battle in mind. Back and forth and back, and tussled it away. Bean's boys hit the hammers, and we chipped away. Big Game was pulled from the fray too soon, and the very next blow was a defeating boom. The fountains fell silent, no fan uttered a word, the fate of our band of misfits assured. Yes, no one bothered to mention to them that there was no way they could come back and win. Two singles each, trailed with two swipes of base, led to Bean's boys quickly pulling their ace. As Hosmer slid home and the whole land sat stunned, for those boys from the west only led by one run. 'Twas the end of the ninth and the K sat entranced. Sir Willingham singled in to give us a chance. Aoki came up to the plate, sword unceased, but our true hopes lived in the feet of the thief. Dyson mounted his steed, and then to second he flew. Before Bean's boys knew it, he'd taken third too. With Aoki, Sackfly, the good guys in blue tied it all up, 'cause that's what speed do. The battle went on and all was even again. Then Ned waved his hands to bring in young Finn. He would face mighty Moss, the mountains of clout. Too bad for O-Town, young Finn struck him out. 2 frames were lost with 90 feet left to go, but they just couldn't land the triumphant blow. In the top of the 12th, old Alberto stepped in. With a line shot to left, he assured the A's win. A soft grounder from Kane left us 2 outs away from all that blue hope quickly fading to gray. And then up came Prince Hosmer, who just wouldn't quit. A shot off the wall kept the dying fire lit. Then into the box stepped Christian Cologne. He bounced a ball skyward and singled Haas home. Cologne then took second after Gordo flew out. With the battle tied up, we were down to 1 out. Salvi Perez had a pure lion's heart, but most of his swing seemed doomed from the start. A wave of a slider, a fastball blown by, left the fans at the K always wondering why. So of course it would be, there was no other way it fell to Big Salvi to save us today. 'Twas a ball or 2 outside for a batter to touch. Salvi lined it to the left, past a diving A's glove. Cologne shredded home, and the roar grew and grew, and it was that very moment the world turned royal blue. King George rose with joy as his seat he passed down, and on went our boys to reclaim the crown. Both Angels and O-Birds were swatted aside. Very little they did to slow our boys' stride. Then into their path stepped a giant named Bum. The stones that he hurled left royal bats overcome. Those heroes in blue were as valiant as knights, but Bum's ninja pet hands put an end to their fight. What those giants knew not, though they thought they were clever, a world turned royal once would be royal forever. And this is a retelling of the 2014 World Series when the Royals went, and the next year they reclaimed the crown. Okay, Pioneers, can you guess who this is? Here's your hint. It's in the book. Bye.